Yo, what's going on, guys? Mush back at it with another video. It looks like the next major PlayStation title to be coming to PC may have potentially been revealed. We still don't have an official PC announcement, but I would say it's a pretty foregone conclusion that the game will ultimately be coming to PC. The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered is coming to PlayStation 5 on January 19th of 2024. If past is prologue, Last of Us Part 1 came to PlayStation 5 in September of 2022, ultimately came out on PC in March of 2023. Now, Last of Us Part 1 on PC also had, a lot of uncertainty with its release, and I believe a couple of delays, so maybe the reasoning for not announcing the PC version right with the PlayStation 5 version of Last of Us Part 2 is just, they want to make sure the PC version is at a suitable state. You know, Nixxes is still working on Horizon Forbidden West, so I'm sure that'll come out first, and then maybe Last of Us Part 2 will be, a summer release for PlayStation, because generally speaking, it seems like they like to do an early year PC release, then they like to do a mid-year PC release, and then they like to do a fall PC release as well. Although this year, I don't know if we're getting anything this fall. I don't think anything's been announced, but you know what? We still got a month left, and my memory is a little bit foggy. I think Ratchet was the last PlayStation game we got on PC, and then we got Last of Us Part 1 in the early portion of the year, and then Returnal as well. Was Returnal this year, last year? My perception of when these games have been coming out is so all over the place. I think Returnal was Returnal was this year. It was a 2-year turnaround from its PlayStation 5 release, but I think Last of Us Part 2 will ultimately be a mid-2024 title for PC. I think the big PC title in the latter portion of 2024, or it might end up being early 25, will be God of War Ragnarok. There's still the uncertainty around Ghost of Tsushima. I think that's the one that a lot of people want to see come to PC. And for me personally, I would like to see a lot of games that a lot of people don't talk about come to PC, just to have a new audience experience some games. Gravity Rush 2 is a game that I think can do exceedingly well on PC. I'm not saying, price it at $60, but I think priced accordingly, $30, $40, Gravity Rush 2. A bundle with both Gravity Rush 1 and 2, I think could do really well at even $50. But back to The Last of Us Part 2, that's mainly what we wanted to talk about. This is coming January 19th, and you could, meme on Naughty Dog all day long for, not putting out any new games, getting one game, almost canceled with Last of Us Factions, kind of uncertainty as far as that goes, and still not doing anything as far as announcing a third game. Naughty Dog has been pretty terrible this generation. Let's just be honest here. Naughty Dog at one point, late 2000s, early 2010s, was an elite studio. I don't think you can refer to them as an elite studio anymore, because, first of all, Last of Us Part 2 was a pretty divisive game. I know that on Metacritic it's got a ridiculously high score, but a lot of people that played that game didn't like it. Is it a vocal minority? Is it the lion's share of the people that played Last of Us Part 2 don't like the game? I don't know. I don't know how to quantify that. Sometimes I do think I'm a part of a vocal minority when it comes to hating on this game, but obviously there's a lot to like about it from a technical standpoint, visual standpoint, gameplay standpoint even. There's a lot of good in Last of Us Part 2, but Last of Us has always shined based on its narrative, and the narrative decisions out of Last of Us Part 2 is honestly kind of insulting to the player. It is really insulting, and, they think of it as high IQ storytelling, if that's what you want to go about it. Yeah, more power to you. If you enjoyed the narrative in Last of Us Part 2, more power to you. But with this remastered release, it's also getting a brand new mode called No Return. The mode includes a host of playable characters to choose from, and it has the game represented in a roguelike survival mode designed to let players prove their mettle in randomized encounters and experience The Last of Us Part 2's combat in a fresh experience. Some playable for the first time in the Last of Us franchise will be in this game mode, who each come with their own traits to suit different playstyles. Players will chart their own course on each run, choosing between various stealth and combat encounters that will put you against a range of enemies with unique twists that can add new unexpected factors to any given encounter. Each run will offer a new chance to decide what rewards you get after each encounter, how you spec out your character, and more. Unlock more characters, skins, and more as you progress to use in this mode. Customize your own runs and compete on a global leaderboard as a part of a daily run. We're excited to share more about No Return as we get closer to launch. That's probably the coolest thing about this, and actually the coolest thing about it is on PlayStation 5, they're not going to try to commit highway robbery by charging $70 for this. Thankfully, if you have a PlayStation 5 and you have a copy of Last of Us Part 2, you can upgrade to this definitive edition for $10, and that's quite nice, given that that option was not available for Part 1. I think they're mainly releasing this, first of all, early 2024 for PlayStation is absolutely barren. It is relatively uncharacteristic for Sony to have, like, such a barren lineup from their first party, but really, it is becoming more common because early 2023 was absolutely barren as well. At least you can make the argument early 2023, I guess they were focused on VR2. There were some VR2 titles. Man, early 24 is a wasteland, to say the least. I know FF7 Rebirth is coming out, but that'll be out on PC as well in just a couple of months, and I really don't care about exclusivity. That's not what it's about. It's not about exclusivity that a lot of people bring up. It's about what is first party doing, and PlayStation first party is just awful right now. Like, that's the only way to put it. It is awful. Like, yeah, you'll get your Spider-Man 2s, but one game a year? Like, that's the rate we're going at? Hopefully Helldivers 2 does turn out well. Arrowhead is a second party studio, but I'm sure Arrowhead potentially will get acquired by Sony, and Helldivers 2 does look quite good, so I'm excited for that, but hopefully Sony can turn it around and at least get 2 to 3 big-budget game releases a year, because right now it really doesn't feel like that. And I don't consider Last of Us Part 2 that either. As far as on PlayStation 5, it will have a fidelity mode as well as a performance mode and unlock frame rate option as well, and I'm sure it'll look a little bit better. Last of Us Part 2 was already a beautiful game from a visual standpoint. Like, that was never the complaint with Last of Us Part 2. Technically speaking, it's a remarkable game. It's just, you know, if you're familiar with this game, you know why the people that hate it do hate it. So, you know, it is what it is. I hope Naughty Dog's next outing can be pretty good, and it'll be something that I vibe with as well, because Last of Us Part 1 is legitimately one of my favorite games of all time, and again, looking at Last of Us Part 1, that game was an abomination on PC at launch, so with Part 2, they might also be of the mindset, hey, Part 1 was such a train wreck that why don't we just get Part 2 at the best state possible and then release it on PC? It's already such a divisive game. You're just enhancing that divisiveness by dropping a bad PC version as well. So, as I mentioned, I think this will be a mid-2024 title coming to PC. How it resonates with the PC audience, I don't know. Last of Us Part 1 didn't do gangbuster numbers on PC, but also you were talking about one of the worst ports of all time. I think Horizon Forbidden West will do pretty well, but Ghost of Tsushima, I think, would just crush it on PC. Hopefully we get that, and, you know, there's other stuff they can port, man. Uncharted, the Nathan Drake Collection, I still think would be an awesome release on PC, but what can you do? Can't always have nice things. We'll get stuff like Uncharted 4, but not the original trilogy, so figure that one out. But that'll do it for me again. Probably will be coming to PC is Last of Us Part 2. Probably will be priced at $60 as well. Do not get it twisted on that end. And I feel like that's one of the main reasons they're doing this remastered release, is an excuse to release it on PC at $60. So that'll do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comment section down below, your potential excitement level for this, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Hey, what's going on, guys? Mush here again. Hope you enjoyed the video. As you guys might know, YouTube's notification system is sometimes a little bit wonky, even if you're subscribed to the channel. Maybe you're not abundantly aware that I uploaded a video. To remedy that situation, make sure you hit the bell notification button. This way, whenever I upload a new video, and I try to upload as consistently as possible, you will be notified directly of the upload, and you can watch it as soon as it goes live. I would really appreciate it if you guys hit that button so you can stay up to date with all of the content I'm posting. But as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.